Alright. Hello, hello. Is this thing on? Now, how did I do this? God, I can't remember anything. Well, there we go. My Stream Deck still works. That's good. But yeah, hello Prepster. How you been? It's been a while. Hope you're doing well. It's been 3 months now. But yeah, thank you for the 42 months Prime sub. Appreciate that. First stream in a while and I get a sub. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's been ages. Oh, and I do notice my TV is way bright. Hold on. There we go, that's better. You're stress testing your camera at the moment. Wait, stress testing your camera? What? Your web camera or something else? Cause yeah, you got that 4K capture card, didn't you? Have you been experimenting with it? Oh, you have a DLSR, isn't that what I called? DSLR? Something like that. Getting into photography. You streamed it? Ah, sorry, I missed it. Yeah, I kinda not been on Twitch almost at all for the past 3 months. I just had like a complete break. You're using it as a webcam. Oh wow, you're going for the pro setup, eh? Yeah, that must be a great picture quality. Have you gotten it working? I guess if you streamed this weekend, I could check it out or something. If you have the VOD up still. Don't know if you still have the enable the VOD setting. But, oh, okay, I need to check that out. Because were you using the camera on that stream? The camera's freezing. Ah, that sucks. But yeah, you know, that's what you do on test streams, right? It's kind of what I'm doing now tonight. I didn't plan anything big. I was just like, you know what? I wonder if all my streaming stuff still works. So, you know, like, okay, I open up OBS. Okay, there's a new update for OBS. Alright, cool, I'll install that. And then I open up all the other software I use. StreamerBot, well, Stream Deck software, and, you know, my other software that I use to monitor the stream. And I just saw that I was just logged off everything. So, oh, I gotta log into everything again. So, you know, I had to spend like half an hour doing that. There is some sound on my microphone? Really? Yeah, well, you know, that's why we do this, to figure things out. Well, it's using the right microphone. Hold on. Haven't changed any settings, but you know, we can test this. I'll just speak and I'll just listen to myself. You'll be hearing my own stream right now. Let's just pause the music and just see what my stream sounds like. Hello. And just see what my stream sounds like. Hello. Sounds normal on my end. At least from one little preview I had up here on my stream manager. Does this sound okay? Does this sound okay? Okay, yeah, I heard a cackling there. Okay, let's try and fix that. Alright. Maybe now I unplugged and reinsert the cable on both ends here, so maybe that'll fix it? Let's see. Is there any cackling now? Let's see. Is there any cackling now? Any weird noises? Let's see. Is there any cackling now? Any weird noises? Let's see. Is there any cackling now? Any... Yeah, I can't hear anything now, so hopefully that fixed it. Yeah, I probably want just one of the cables so it's gonna wiggle loose a little bit. Haven't really, you know, touched anything. Like, I noticed a lot of dust on my microphone stand here. Or arm. Ooh, yeah, that's some dust. A lot of it. Yeah. Nothing has been seeing any action for a while. Alright, alright. But yeah, as I said, I wasn't planning anything big tonight. I just want to, you know, go on for a short little stream. If people drop by, you know, if they still remember that I stream, that's nice. You know, to just ease my way back into it. I figured now is an appropriate time too, because it was around it. Yeah, it was the 20th of March back in 2020 when I started streaming regularly, because that was when Animal Crossing came out for the Switch. And I started streaming with that. So I figured, yeah, you know, it's been 6 years. Now's a good time to come back. And yeah, just want to make sure everything works. But yeah, nothing really exciting has been going on the past 3 months. Earlier this month, I did go to a job interview. And, you know, it went well. And the company was like between me and another guy. And unfortunately for me, they decided to go with the other guy, so they hired him instead. So I didn't get that job. It was an IT job, so it would have been nice to get it, because I want to work in IT. And it would have been out in Søgne, so, you know, not too far away. But I didn't get it, so back to the job hunting. So that was it, and since then I haven't really found anything else to apply for. I've talked to my unemployment agent, and they're like, hey, can't you guys check if there's any like any positions in public sector? I could work for the municipality, you know. You know, just get a foot inside in public sector and you're kind of set, you know. That's job security. The pay may not be the highest, but hey, at least you get a good pension plan. Oh yeah, the gas prices right now aren't that great either. I was driving by. I was on a little drive and then I saw the gas prices here was like 27 for gasoline and like 29 for diesel. I was like, oh god damn. But yeah, I haven't been driving a lot, so, you know, I haven't really been filling up on gas that often. I think I've filled the tank like twice this year. Once in like February, early February, and then I did it like earlier this month. And that was like when it still cost 19 per liter, which is not cheap either, but way cheaper than it is right now. So I'm just like, okay, yeah, I'm just not gonna drive anywhere for the next couple of weeks. Yeah, I'm like, I'm gonna make that last. Whatever's in that tank right now is gonna last me. I'm not driving anywhere unless I have to. Yeah, because the thing about the job I applied for, yes, it's a drive out there, but it's also a job where I'll be working as like a service technician, so I'll be driving out to different companies to help them with whatever IT issue they need help with, right? So I'll be driving my own car, because they wouldn't be giving me a company car. So I guess I would get like the mileage and gas consumption, you know, as a write-off. So at least that would have been something. But yeah, so, you know, I talked to them at NAV and they're like, yeah, can you guys please see if there's anything in public sector? I'll take it, you know? Oh, you're working out there in Okay, you're working out there now, okay. Yeah, then, so do you get like a write-off if the job requires you to drive, like in the working hours, or is it not like a driving job? What do you work with now? I think I asked you before, but I forgot. Yeah, other than, you know, that, I haven't really been doing that much. I've been drawing a lot more. I kinda, you know, gotten into drawing a bit in my new tablet, so I've been doing that, been practicing. Spend like half an hour every day, or at least I try to, just to get some practice in. That's been a lot of fun. I've been enjoying that, it's been pretty chill. Warehouse, okay, nice. I sometimes miss working in a warehouse, it was a chill job. And then I would have an excuse to finally get some use of my forklift certificate. Because that's just been sitting in my wallet for the past 7 years now. Well, thank you. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun doing it. And, you know, I'm still practicing, like, real, like, anatomy and stuff. And that's kind of where I'm still having some issues. But I'm seeing some improvement, so, you know, that's good. And I did end up spending money buying this drawing software. It was like, I bought, it's called Clip Studio Paint. And they have like a Pro version and what's called an X version. The Pro version is like 50 bucks. So I bought that. I was like, okay, yeah, I can spend that kind of money. And I started drawing it and I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. And then, you know, 2 weeks after I buy the Pro version, they release a completely new version of the entire software. Because I bought version 4 and then they released version 5. I was like, oh, god damn it. Because I bought like a perpetual license. You pay once and you have to keep the software for that particular version. And I was like, oh, come on. But then I saw like, hey, you can upgrade to the newest license for, you know, the latest version for a discount. I was like, should I do that? I mean, I do like the software, it's pretty cool. And the new version did have some improvements that I kind of wanted to, so I'm like, okay. But if I'm gonna, you know, upgrade, I might as well go for the most expensive version, the EX version that has all the features. So I ended up spending another 1700 kronas on the EX version, and that was with the discount for owning the previous Pro version. They gave me like 20% off or something. So now that I bought this expensive software, I'm like, okay, yeah, I need to draw like a motherfucker. So that's like 2,100 kroner spent on software for drawing. And the tablet cost me like 3,800. So that's like, yeah, that's pretty much 6,000 I spent on art stuff the last, 4 months. So probably not, it's not that bad when I think about it. But yes, there's still a lot of money, especially now that I'm unemployed and on unemployment, so But at least it gives me something to do in my spare time. Yeah, still 6k. And I need to and I also need to take my car in for its EU checkup. I need to do that by April 24th. So tomorrow or in sometime this week, I need to just call up a shop and hear if they can take in my car for the checkup. And hopefully there won't be too many repairs. I had some weird issues with my car. Well, the power steering is gone. I don't mind that, and I don't think I need that in order for it to pass. But I had this issue in February because it's been so cold, where my battery kind of died. So I had one of those emergency starters to start it up again. I borrowed from my dad. And we got the engine running again, so I was like, yay, that's great. But then, when I tried to push the gas pedal, there was no response. The car didn't move, it didn't rev up the engine or anything. There was like no response from the gas pedal. I'm like, huh, that's not good. And we let the car charge, you know, I let it, you know, stay on for like an hour, because I thought maybe if I charge the battery up a little bit, maybe that'll help. So I did that. Let it just stay on the engine running for an hour to get the battery some charging. And then when I tried to start the engine again, it struggled. So I was like, okay, the battery is probably not doing too well, because it really struggled to start the engine. And then when they started again, still no response from the gas pedal. I was like, okay, fuck it. I'll just call, I think it's Viking, or I just called the insurance company and had them send like a car tow truck to come pick up my car and drive it off to the shop. Because clearly something was wrong, right? So the next morning I called them, they send a car to come pick up my car. And of course, you know, the first thing they're gonna do is try to fix the car where it stands. And won't you believe it? The moment he gets in the car and starts it, the engine starts just fine. No issues. And the gas pedal, working as it should, you know, it just drives straight off. You know, no issue, the car just drives. I'm like, what the hell? I didn't even continue charging it, I just left it. I was like, yeah. I just left it out there in the cold, and it's like, next day it suddenly decides to work again. Yeah, you know, I don't mind that, you know, a car that fixes itself. Yeah, just leave it just leave it overnight and, you know, it'll fix itself. Perfect. But that did end up costing me 750 kronas, because that's what you gotta pay, egenandel, on them coming to, you know, either pick up your car or check on your car. I was like, huh, well then, that's great. So I did take my car for a test drive, and, you know, it worked just fine, no issues. The only thing that was that the engine lamp started, like, you know, it was a yellow light on it. And I was like, yeah, as long as it's not red, you can still drive the car, but yeah, you probably should check that up. I was like, okay, yeah, well, I need to have my car in for an EU checkup soon, so I guess they'll figure it out. So I drove the car the same day with the yellow engine light. I'm like, okay, well, everything seems normal. Like, I don't hear any weird sounds, I don't feel any weird, you know, anything weird while driving it. You know, I get home, I park the car, figured, okay, at least now the battery is charged up and the gas is working, so nice. Then, the next day, I go to the car again, just to, give it another drive, because I want to make sure it's actually working. And won't you believe it? The engine light is off. Like, hey, you fixed the engine on your own too overnight. Nice! I don't need to worry about that. So yeah, my car seems to just have this thing where it just fixes itself overnight. So yeah, I gotta love Old Reliable. Old Quicksilver is my type of car. It has an issue. I'll just leave it overnight. I'll just let him have some beauty sleep, and it works. So yeah, hopefully there won't be any issues when I take it in for the checkup. Hopefully it'll just be like... I don't think there's much rust on it, but I had noticed like some rust around the corner of the door and stuff, but that's been there all along. Issue? What? Yeah, just like, huh. The engine lights are on. Nah, just let him sleep. He'll be fine. So, it would be amazing if the power steering just fixed itself one day. Like, oh, it's working again. Nice. Yeah, then at that time, if that happens, I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm keeping this car, alright? I don't know what is happening. Maybe some, some weird Nisse or garden gnome or something is working inside the engine while I'm away or something. I'll just leave it for the gnomes and Nisses to fix. They got this. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to drive that car for another 2 years. That'd be great. What about you, Prepster? Do you still drive the same car, or have you bought a new one? Because, when I still had my job, I was like, yeah, I'll try to save up for a newer car. But now it's like, okay, yeah, Quicksilver, you gotta live for the next couple of years, alright? I can't have you go out on me like Quicksilver in Age of Ultron, okay? You gotta stay in the main timeline, alright? Still have your old 2001 Nissan? Hey, nice! Would love it. Yeah, suddenly those EVs are looking, mighty tempting. My dad recently got himself an EV. He got himself a Mercedes AQA, and it's a real nice car. It was like the 2024 model. And yeah, I'll give it a test drive, and it's like really nice to drive. Really feel the difference when you go from a janky old 2002 Polo to a almost brand new Mercedes. It's like, oh wow. I'm not feeling any vibrations. There's no noise. Nissan Ariya. Nice. Yeah, I don't know which EV I would want to buy though, but no need to think about that until I get a new job. And it's like priorities too, right? It's like, okay, do I save up the money for a new car, or do I try to save up or continue saving towards an apartment, Because both things are kind of difficult to save up for when you don't have a job. I guess if I can just keep my car for another 5 years, no, 6 years, it'll be a veteran car, so at least that'll make it cheaper to own. That's true. That's the issue with this bit right here. I don't have a place where I can charge my car. My landlord, or the guy, the people who own the house, they have a charger in the garage, but you can only fit one car there, and the driveway isn't really big enough for 2 cars, so it's not like I can borrow off them. Get my car for at least 1 more year? Yeah. Yeah, if I'm getting it, if it gets approved and it goes through without any issues, or if there's some easy fixes, then, you know, I'll keep mine running for as long as I can. Alright, I'll drive that car until it stops fixing itself at night. Oh. I'm just gonna grab a glass of water. Be right back. You were super surprised you didn't have any issues with your car last year. I mean, that's good, you know, an old car and you have you can drive it without any issues. That's how it should be. Yeah, last year was like, that's when I lost my power steering. That was fun, because that was an expensive endeavor. Because I had to take it for checkup, because that power steering module thing, because that freaked out or broke. It suddenly caused all the other warning lights in my car to just flash. So everything in my car was like lighting up red. And I'm like, oh my god, what's happening? So I had to like drive it into the shop, and it was during the summer, so none of the, you know, cheaper shops were open or had any capacity to check my car. So I had to take it to Volkswagen, Gumpen. And they were like, yeah, can you guys check it? And of course, they are the most pricey place to check it, so it was like 3,000 for them to take it in for 2 hours. And find out what was wrong with it. And they were like, yeah, there seems to be some issue. Yeah, it's definitely the power steering. But they just disconnected it, the module, so that it wouldn't trigger the lights inside the dashboard. And then like, yeah, you have to take it to this other shop we have that deals with older cars. I was like, oh, okay. And then they have another shop out close to Stray, that area there. So I drove out there, and they were like, oh yeah, we need 2,500 to check up on this car, even though you just checked it at the other shop. I'm like, oh, okay, fuck it. And then they check it, and they're like, okay, yeah, it's the power steering. We can fix it with used parts, third-party parts, or a brand new official part. The brand new official part would cost you 35,000 if you want that. Third-party, 18,000, and a used part will be 7,000. Like, oh, what fucking hell? And then it was like, yeah, but we have a used part right here, so we can fix it. And I'm like, okay, yeah, do it. And, you know, I didn't want to buy a new part, because a brand new part would be more money than I actually spent on the car. And then they put in the used part, and they're like, oh, yeah, we just noticed that it's not this exact same kind, because your car has 2 different, like, models. And this one is not a match for your particular model, even though it's the same car or same year. Because you have a different revision of the car. I'm like, oh, well, okay, what happens then? So, we can't fix it. But you still gotta pay 2,500. So I was like, fuck you guys. So that was like 5,500, almost 6,000 spent on not getting the issue fixed. You can't get parts for your car anymore? Really? I guess you can like find some like online used parts, but yeah, I guess you can't find any newer or third-party parts. Yeah, so, you know, I just don't care about the power steering. I've gotten used to driving without it now. So now it's just weird for me whenever I get in a car that has it. It's like, oh, what the fuck? Whenever I'm on the steering wheel. Oof, yeah, that's rough if something does break. Hopefully everything will stay fine with your car for another year. Yeah. So hopefully, you know, the EU check won't cost me too much money. If there are some repairs that needs to be done. Maybe the brakes, but I feel like my brakes are still pretty good. I haven't had any issue with braking or anything, but we'll see what they say. Only rust taking it now. Well, you know, that isn't that kind of what they say about the Japanese cars, or at least the older ones, is that, yeah, it'll keep running until it rusts. It rusts away. I do have rust on my car too, but hopefully it's not too bad. We'll just have to wait and see what they say when they inspect it. Another thing I need to check up on the car soon is the Registerreim. Register's chain. Register belt. Yeah, cause my car has gone 160,000 kilometers now, and I believe they changed it at like 95,000 something. So it's getting close to check up. Oh, you DM me a picture? Nice. Hey, that doesn't look bad at all. You know, just get some lighting, like, to shine on your face, and that'll be some good quality. Like, I just had two, like, second-hand lamps I bought for 50 kronas at Shalam. That is placed behind my monitors, like two table standing lamps. And it just has some white, you know, that white or cold light bulbs in them, and that's what's lighting up my face. What year is my car? 2002. So it's a year younger than your car. You want to left of you? Nice. Yeah, so it's nice to have like one on each side, so you have like your entire face kind of evenly lit up. But I guess it's kind of important for me to be evenly lit up, because I use the green screen, and if I get only light from one side, it'll cast a shadow on the green screen, and that will cause it to have this weird shimmer effect on it. Galpa, yes, I live, I'm back, or at least trying to get back to streaming. Had a 3-month break. How you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, I haven't been on Twitch for like ages now. Oh, okay, so you also been on a break. Yeah, I was like, I just need a little break from Twitch. Especially since last year was just a stressful year. I was like, okay, I just need a little reset. Yeah, we're just talking about my car, because I need to have it in for its EU checkup to see if we can get it recertified. So it'll still be road legal. But yeah, you know, I think I'm gonna get back into streaming again now. Had a little break, it's a little, what can you call it, refresh, reboot, you know, just starting out fresh again. I don't even remember what games I was playing, but that doesn't really matter now because it's been so long. So I figured I'll start out fresh with some new games, and just continue on from there. Last year was my burnout phase. Yeah, it's like, there was just so much crap happening in my life last year that like, yeah, I felt kind of burned out. I just need to have like a break to just, get back into it. And, you know, I feel good about it now. And decided, yeah, I've been getting stuff done too. I've been doing more art. I've been drawing a lot lately. Got myself Clip Studio Pro. Been using my tablet a lot more. So, you know, doing some actual artistic improvements. You got your bathroom redone 2 days ago, so nice. Did you get one of those fancy Japanese toilets? Yeah, actually I do, because I did get both over Christmas and my birthday. It was my birthday last month. I'm old now. So I do have some games in mind. In fact, there's one I want to start with. I got the Trails in the Sky first chapter remake. You know, because I've always been like into Ys. I was never able to get into the Trails series. And now it's like, I guess I could start on it, but you know, why not just... Because I tried to play the games before. I did play the first Trails in the Sky, the original. I have that on Good Old Games. But I never played through it. It's like, I don't know, it didn't really grab me the way Ys did. I was like, you know what, since the remake is out, why not get this and, or, I got it for my birthday. And, yeah, let's just try and play through it and get into the Trails series. And then also I want to continue the, my Ys playthroughs. I am on the 8th game now, so I do have the Ys games I want to play as well. You know, we are in the 8th game now, because I played the 7 Ys, then was the last one I bought, so, or finished, so we have Lacrimosa Dana. It's still in the plastic, by the way, because I bought this game. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna play them on stream, so no need to open them yet. Ys, no, this is Memory Cell Zeta. Yeah, that's a remake of the 4th game. I'll be playing that as well at some point, but not straight away. But yeah. Monstrum Nox, the 9th game, also in the plastic. And Ys Nordic, also in the plastic. And now Proud Nordics is out, so I need to get that too. So I guess first I'll just play through the original, and then I'll go back and play the remakes. That's when I will play Celceta probably, and also Proud Nordics at the end of it, so I can like compare the two games. Yeah, Galvin is also doing diet changing and all of the stuff instead of blindly eating. That's good, that's good. Yeah, that's, you know, working on your health. I haven't been dieting, but I kind of done something that's similar. I started like, you know, I do spend a lot of my time in front of the computer. I did notice like my neck and shoulder start hurting. So I've been doing some like light workouts just for my shoulders. Just do shoulder and neck and back. So I actually bought like a couple of some very light weights just to have something to do a little bit of shoulder exercises, shoulder and back exercises. No JP toilet, but you did get a waterfall shower. Oh, you got them fancy showers. Nice. And do before they announce the next Ys game, because they said it's being worked on recently and it'll be Adol at his oldest age yet. Oh, nice! Well, in Monstrum Nox, that's where he's the oldest at the moment. Isn't he like 25, 26 in this game? Oh my god, he's gonna be like 27, 28. Unless they, you know, make him... They actually dare to put him in his 30s. Hey, Threepwood! Yes, I'm alive! Hello! I should live and breathe. Yeah. Finally getting back to streaming after like a 3 months break. Just talking about some games that I actually want to play on stream, and I figured the first game I want to play is this one, the remake. Start with this, and then get back some retro games too. But yeah, how you doing? How you been doing, Threepwood? Still working on your big project? You've been low-key messing with the Wii Fit for memes and kind of have a routine going on it? Nice. Yeah, hey, it's, you know, it's exercise, still movement. Yeah, and I also have these games that I have lying around that I haven't gone through. And I noticed that most of the games I have right now are RPGs. So I do have Fantation, Neo Dimension, also in the plastic, because I haven't opened it, I haven't played it yet. I got this for Christmas, Expedition 33. Haven't touched that yet. And I got this as well. Yeah, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth. I didn't buy when it came out because I didn't want to pay full price for a game that's, you know, not the full game unless you buy the digital or the deluxe edition. Then I was like, oh, this is only 20 bucks now. Now I'll get it. Even though it's not the full version of the game. I do a D3 also. Adol in his 40s with Himbo Dogi. Oh. I mean, hey. We've already seen how everyone was simping over, you know, 50-year-old Leon in Resident Evil 9, so, you know, maybe, Falcom picked up on that. Okay, let's make Adol 45 years old. And Dogi will be like 49, 50. Because he's like a couple of years older than Adol. Yeah, I had some shorter games too I want to play. My plan was, I remember back in around Christmas, I was planning to play Metroid Prime 4 on stream. But I kind of started playing that off stream, and it's like, yeah, you know what, I'll just play this as an off stream game at this point. Haven't played through it yet, but I've been enjoying it so far. And there's also the Pokemon Pokopia. Like, the game looks fun, and because, you know, it's by the Dragon Quest Builder 2 devs. And I never really got to play Dragon Quest Builders. But then again, I don't really feel like I had the time for another, like, chill building sim type game. Me with Kirby. Yeah, it's actually nice to have a stream or a game like to play off stream. I kind of been doing the same thing with Tears of the Kingdom. Like, yeah, I did start that game on stream, but it's just such a massive game, and just so much going on in it. I feel like, you know what, this is better to have off stream, just to chill with, mess around in. Coloring a new drawing now and having a great time. Have you been to your works? Do you draw while streaming as an experiment? I've actually done art streams before, and yeah, I was gonna throw up some of the stuff I've been working on, because I'm trying to at least put in like an hour or at least 30 minutes every day to do some art practice, and I've been able to keep at it for a while now, so I'm happy with that. The big long break stuff is super good. Yeah, it's nice to just have something to chill out with and not have to worry about, you know, streaming content. And I've also been playing, you know, a couple of gachas. I got really heavy into wizardry again. so I got to like the latest content, the Fourth Abyss, where of course the game is in classic Wizardry fashion. You know, you get to the first floor, and after that you immediately get to a boss that's like, oh, are you sure you have leveled and grinded enough to proceed? And the boss just completely wrecked me. Even though I had some, you know, pretty decent and good gear from the previous dungeon. So yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with that. I also played some WoW Classic. Played that, because they had like Burning Crusade Classic returning. So I played that pretty heavily for a while. And hey, Kylie! Hello! Thank you for the raid! Welcome in, everyone! Hello, hello! Hey, Jack Viking, thank you, thank you! Oh, hey, shoutouts being given out, nice! Oh my god, yeah, both my mods are here. I forgot mods are here! They can do shoutouts! Thank you! Thank you for the raid! And yes, I'm back to streaming! Or at least trying to get back into it. Just making sure everything is working. Can give the other shout out too. Yeah. Now I can check if my bot command still works, right? Let's go. Screamer warning. Headphone users, beware. Oh yeah, we were just talking about this game. Oh, I'm not hearing it. No, I'm not hearing the clip. I hope you guys can hear it. Audio, okay. Well, let's see. Now we're seeing issues we need to fix. Can't hear the clip. Okay, well, let me try something. Let me try something here. We'll use Kylie as an experimental clip. But yeah, welcome in, Reset, Trollkong, Bad Boy, hello, hello, Renegade, hello, welcome in, everyone. Good to see you guys in here. Return of the King. Well, thank you, Troll. Thank you. You're the coolest man. Thank you, Bad Boy. And hello, Benny. Welcome in, Ben. Welcome in. Alright, let's try again. Let's see if that fixed anything.
Turn around, bright eyes. Every now and then I fall apart. Bright eyes. Every now and then I fall apart. And I need you now tonight. And I
So you guys are hearing it. Well, I'm not. So, you know, that's one issue solved, but another is still very much there. Okay, I just changed the setting in OBS. Yeah, Kylie getting the multi shoutouts. No! What the fuck? Okay, come on! Maybe I just need to restart the clip. It's showing in OBS that it's playing sound, but it's not directing it anywhere. No sound. Okay, so all right. I'll undo that that shit. And then we're gonna do like this. Hold on. Just like my car. Yeah. It just breaks and then it fixes itself at some random point. Yeah. Yeah, you guys haven't figured it out yet. Go follow Kylie. Hmm. What is wrong here? Do I have any sound at all? Like, if I, yeah, music is playing just fine. Okay, you guys couldn't hear that. Yeah, it's like, yeah, welcome in everyone. Let's watch me shadow Kylie multiple times. Yeah, maybe this is one of those things where I should just leave, yeah, I probably shouldn't be messing with the audio settings while I am live. I bet OBS is not liking that. Alright. Well, I'll figure that out for the next stream. But yeah, welcome everyone. Hello, hello. I bet you're you were pretty dead tired when I was still in your stream earlier, Kylie. You're about to pass out. I was just sitting here talking about what I want to do with my streams moving forward. Like, right now, it's like I haven't been streaming for like 3 months, so I figured now's like a good time to just have a little reset on my entire channel. So, you know, I don't remember which games I was playing, so I'll just start playing some new games, you know, start fresh. Figured I'd redo or redraw all my emotes. And, you know, probably do that while on stream as well, because, you know, I've been enjoying drawing a lot more recently, so more art streams. I figured I'll just do, you know, at least now starting getting back into streaming, I'll just spend the time doing some chill stuff that I enjoy doing, so combination of drawing and gaming. And Reset also, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Welcome in, welcome in. And yeah, you're pretty dead. Yeah, you should probably go and get some rest and sleep. So when is your next stream? Will you be streaming again tomorrow, or like have you decided on doing more streams a week? Or are you gonna keep with the Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday schedule for now? But yeah, I have been posting, you know, some of the drawings I've done in the Discord. I guess I can show you guys what else I've been doing. I guess I'll just do it on this this screen. Oh god, looking through my OBS and trying to find the right source. I've basically forgotten how everything works, alright? When I started off my streaming software yesterday, because I was going to prepare to start streaming, I was logged out of everything. I was like, oh my god, I gotta log back in. I had to do that, and then suddenly was updates, and that changed all my settings, and I realized in OBS that all my sound settings were gone. I was like, oh shit, I gotta add in my audio sources again, and yeah, it's been a thing. So, you know, things are gonna be a little bit scuffed until I get everything up and working again. I don't even remember what I used to have on stream. I almost forgot about the stream avatars. I'm like, oh yeah, I had those things going on there too. Which source can I use? Oh, ads starting soon. I'll just snooze them. Forgive me, that's good. That's good. Yeah, we're gonna have some scuff streams coming up. I'll just use this one. This thing, is it the right source? Can I close this without closing down the software? Seems like I can. Okay, good. That should make it easier. Okay, let's see. Ah, it pops up. So yeah, you guys have probably seen this drawing. I did, I posted in the Discord. So, let's see, I have my tablet right here. So one of the thing is now, I used to have this monitor on the side here that I used to have for chat and everything. But I reached the limit of how many displays I can have connected to my PC. Or my GPU limit. Because apparently 4 monitors is the limit. And I have my TV, my main monitor right there, my side monitor, and now I'm using my display tablet as the 4th monitor. So I kind of have it down here as a little, I can look at stuff. Now that monitor is just kind of in the way. But yeah, so mostly, you know, I posted this in the Discord. I did make one final change to it, and that's like I added a hat. And I've just been doing, most of what I've been doing is just, like, just practice. I bet you can hardly see that. Trying to work as an anatomy. Hands, specifically, I've done a lot of hands. Because, God, are they annoying to draw. So, I've been working a lot on trying to get better at drawing hands. And drawing hands sucks. So I've been using like my own hands as model, like I take a photo of my own hand and then try to draw it. Doing that. Just been working on some various expressions, you know. Then some more anatomy, trying to capture movement, dynamic poses, whatnot. And then it's just like bunch of practice. This is one I drew without any reference. I just tried to get it from memory. But yeah, you can see the difference. That's with the pose. I used a reference. That's one of the great things I love about the Clip Studio. It has like these 3D models you can easily import, or it has like built in that you can like move around. And another cool function is that it has built-in support for VTuber avatars. So you can import a VTuber avatar in had a 3D model in Clip Studio Paint to help you draw textures and whatnot on it. That's pretty neat though. But yeah, and then that was from the reference. And I've been trying other dynamic poses and whatnot. This one I kind of I drew this first without reference, and then I'm like, okay, look, this is a weird pose to get right, so I did try to get that right. So I used a like a reference, and I just like screenshot, or I just save out an image of the pose, and I just try to follow it instead of tracing it. This is like a somewhat just what I've done last couple of days, actually. So I'm having a lot of fun with that, and I'll keep on doing it. So we'll probably have some few streams where I either just, you know, draw some characters, or streams where I just practice, you know, for a little bit before playing some games eventually. But I'm having a lot of fun with it. guess we'll see by the end of the year how much progress I made. Yeah, I didn't really have any plans to game tonight, so maybe I'll just do some art stream later. But I do see ads are about to start, so we'll let them ads run, and I'll go grab a banana or something. Don't have any chalky milk. I usually always have some chalky milk on stream, but haven't returned with that yet. But yeah, let's have a little ad break, and I'll be right back. And yeah, Kylie, I hope you're going to get some rest. You've had a long stream. On low energy. Yeah, see you guys in like 3 minutes, 5-minute break. And yeah. I will admit it's kind of weird, but also kind of nice being back to streaming. You know, it's nice sitting here again, just talking with you guys. So yeah, see you guys in 5 minutes. And where's my phone? Oh, yeah, there it is. All right, be right back.
When you try your best but you don't succeed,
Alright. Yeah, it should be over now, right? Hey, Tin Man! You didn't see notification before now? You were head first deep into the Helldivers too? Ah, nice. I never really got around to playing Helldivers 2. But I've seen a lot of weird content from that game. And yeah, here I am with my banana. Unfortunately, no Chocky milk. Yeah, how you been? What have you been up to? Very chaotic. I love it. Nice. Like I saw when it came out, I was like, oh yeah, cool. It's like a multiplayer shooter thing. I was like, yeah. No point in buying it because I'll probably just play it for a few weeks and then I'll be like, the hype around will die out. But still, that game has managed to stay pretty consistent. Bad form, yeah. Gotta get back on that Chocky milk train. It's just that Chocky milk has gotten so expensive nowadays. It used to cost like 22, 24 kronas. Now it's up to 30. And I'm like, oh my god. Please stop. Not the Chocky milk. You bought last week at 30 hours already? Oh, nice. The Chocky milk market is taking off, yeah. Maybe that's where we should invest our money, into Chocky milk stock. And then it was like, I saw like they had a new type of Chocky milk too, called like a protein Chocky milk. With 40 grams of protein. I'm like, oh god damn. And that one is like 45, 46 kronas. Yeah, don't even talk about the gas prices. Holy shit, I'm glad I have almost a full tank. I'm just gonna, you know, make that tank last as long as possible. I drove by my gas station the other day and it was like 26, 27 for gasoline and like 29 for diesel. I was like, holy shit. But milk, yeah. So they just added more protein. And I think it has like the same amount of sugar, so it's like, I don't think that's like the healthy option either. There's like gluten-free broccoli. Well, there was also that time when we had the protein cheese in the shelves, and it was like, but cheese already contains a lot of proteins. And the amount of protein in that cheese wasn't any higher than in the regular yellow cheese. It's still there? God damn. Marketing. It's like almost the exact amount of protein in that cheese and the regular cheese. There's protein bread. Yeah. And I just imagine the person that buys like, oh yeah, he's gonna have the protein bread, the protein cheese, the protein Chocky milk, and of course the protein powder. Like either that guy is working out like a machine 24/7, or he's gonna piss it all out again. Because, you know, the human body can't store protein. It only uses whatever it needs, and then the rest you just piss it out. So yeah, you know, if your piss starts to smell like a gym locker room, then that's probably your cue to stop your protein intake. Yeah, speaking of some changes that happened these last 3 months, I mentioned this a little bit earlier, but I've been doing some, at least started doing some light workout, just specifically for my shoulder and neck, and I guess also back, because, you know, sitting in front of my computer all day, yeah, it does take its toll. You can metabolize about 1 to 2 grams of protein per kilo body weight every day. Yeah, so, you know, like me, if I'm around 70 kilos, so at most 140 grams of protein, but since I don't exercise that much, probably way less than that. So I'm probably getting enough protein just, you know, through my regular meals, and the fact that I do drink a lot of milk, and I also eat a lot of eggs. Eggs are also a lot of protein. But yeah, so yeah, you can see it right there. I ended up buying some cheap, you know, light, you know, manuals just to have just for my shoulder. Like they're only 3 kilos, so they're not super heavy. But like they were cheap. I was like out at the shopping mall, and it's like, oh, 2 of these, only 20 bucks. Why not? yeah. I just use them for like light shoulder exercise and whatnot. Going like this, well, with both hands, of course. Just to have something for my shoulders, and I found some good exercise for that, and it has helped with some of the neck pains and stuff I was having. So I guess, you know, once they get too light, I'll just... Because they had like 6 kilos version too, but they were not on sale, so those would have cost me around 50 bucks. So I was like, I'll just go with the cheap ones. You used to do 12 to 16 kilos. Nice. Yeah, I saw them once they had at that store, and I was like, they had the 3 kilo ones, 6 kilos. I think the next one were like 10 kilos. I figured, you know what? Maybe I can work my way up to the 10 kilo ones. Had enough with those 3 kilo ones. I mean, hey, it's been nice. Just doing some, you know, shoulder exercises. Also, the one where you just try to lift them up like that too, on the side like this. Been really good. Yeah, it has helped my shoulders. So I just like, and the good thing is I can usually do them just while sitting here. So I'll like put a YouTube video on. And I'll just sit here in my chair, go like, yeah. Or just like, don't even need to get out of my chair. You gonna do that too? Yeah. Especially if I had like some gacha game up that I put on like some autoplay mode, like some auto battles. I'll be like, yeah, I'll just watch that play out, and I'll just sit here and do a light workout. And it wasn't nice when I'm doing art, sitting here drawing, and I'm like, you know what, I've been sitting here now, I'll just take a 5-10 minute break, and then just do some light lifting. Gotta look good for the waifus, hell yeah. You know, I got a when I get those, you know, good rolls, you know, don't want them to just, you know, spawn into disappointment. Gotta try to ease them in a little bit. The disappointment can come later. But yeah, there's like 3 gachas I play right now, and that's still in Wizardry. Getting wrecked in the latest content because clearly the game was just like, aha, now you gotta grind if you want to proceed here. Doesn't matter if you cleared the previous content. Oh no, you're not strong enough for this place. At least gives me exactly. And then I've been playing Uma Musume still. I log in, do my daily stuff, get the free rolls. And then I started playing this new game called Star Savior, which combines like the Uma Musume training mode with Epic 7 gameplay and progression. And that's been pretty fun too. And but that game is very much like as a free. I only playing it free to play, and yeah, you get a lot of free pulls. But damn, are they limiting the amount of stuff you can do? It's like, yeah, I'll go through the regular stuff and like, okay, yeah, now I just gotta wait. Unless you pay for the premium stuff. I'm like, yeah, not good. So I'll just jump on back to Wizardry. You logged into Uma for the first time in January. You got 110 support pulls. Nice. Yeah, like, the game is fun, but it's like you need to gather like these resources in order to like level up your characters and strengthen them. And there's like limited amount of times where you can go on these like specific hunts. You get like 3 free hunts on each category, and after that you gotta use energy, and of course you use up that energy pretty quickly, and it just takes forever to recover. And then it's like, okay, you have like this what do you call it, like you play through maps, you go to different stages, and once you beat the stage, you know, or the fight, then, you know, you clear the stage, you move on to the next one. But it doesn't let you go back and grind the previous stages for resources. So the only one way to get more resources from the stage is to actually clear the next one. And it's like, so you can never like go back and just grind something besides those hunts. Or you get like every hour, there's like this little resource thing that fills up with stuff you need, and I think it takes about 10-12 hours for that to be completely filled up. Then you get like items and stuff you need for leveling up. But it's like, okay, yeah, I'm at a point now where I can't really do anything in the game because I need resources, and the only way for me to get them now is just to wait. Oh yeah, the anime GTA. Yeah, Ananta. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. But since, you know, it's probably gonna be a free-to-play game, so we're going to see how they monetize it. Would I recommend it still? I mean, it's definitely fun to try out, and as I said, you do get a lot of free pulls and everything. But I think if I want to recommend it, if a free-to-play player is like, yeah, look up a guide and just see how to optimize your build. Because when I just started playing, you know, I just leveled up that character, I upgraded this and that. And I was like, okay, yeah, the resources are pretty limited. Huh, maybe I should have done things differently. It's more like, yeah, you definitely should look at a guide just to see how to maximize your resources early on. So you don't really hit that resource drought wall so soon. But I still boot it up every now and then. But it's not a game I end up sitting there playing for hours because there's nothing to do for hours. Enfield, yeah. I know, I just didn't get into Enfield. I didn't spend much time with it because I was like, yeah, I don't really have a time for another game that I need to like play. I kind of just want to have this game where I can just kind of autoplay it while I grind Wizardry, because Wizardry is the main game I'm playing. And I've been grinding that pretty intensely for the past 2-3 weeks now. Again, I had like a period where I'm like, oh yeah, I'm playing this a lot. Took a little break from Wizardry when I started playing Burning Crusade. Now that I'm kind of like off the hook of Burning Crusade, like okay, back to Wizardry. So I mean, you know, getting some good gear and levels on there. Made some progress in the story. But now I come to a point where, okay, I need to grind more levels and better gear to beat this goddamn boss that just wrecks me. And the boss is like this, what I call it, it's more like a level and gear check in order for you to progress in the dungeon. It's like, yeah, you can't proceed with the story or content until you can beat this boss. So you just gotta grind up everything you can and hope for the best. So now I need to level up new classes, I need to get gear. Yeah, it's been a whole thing, but at least it's fun doing it in Wizardry, because you're just going through these dungeons, collecting gear and stuff. Exactly. So I wouldn't mind it if the Star Savior had a way where you can just grind for stuff continuously, but no. It just stops you. Like, yeah, you don't have the resources to go on these grinds. You just gotta wait. Like, okay, it's the waiting game. I mean, the only thing I can do is like the Uma Musume training mode, which gives me like same as as in Uma Musume, where when you finish like the story mode there, and you get like this trainer rank that gives stats and stuff, and you can equip that to one of your characters. Yeah, you can upgrade that. Yeah, and that's kind of what the Star Savior is, but I'm just enjoying it as like this casual side game that I just hop on and just do some autoplay on. But that's why Wizardry is still like my main gacha, because that's actually a game I'm playing. It lets me do stuff all the time. He doesn't just say, no, you gotta wait, no more grinding for you. And they've been doing like this Blade and Bastard collab again. So I got the 2 new characters they released. So I'm happy about that. And the Blade and Bastard anime is coming out it's coming out soon too. Yeah, it's not just like a little check-in thing I have. Yeah, I think the anime comes out this year. When is it slated for release? They announced it back in October, yeah, but I don't see any news on it. But I think it was like this year or something it was supposed to come out. That'd be cool though. But yeah, well, I've been reading a couple of mangas lately too. I did end up buying I posted it in Discord too, but I did buy the Gachiakuta Volume 1, and the Witch Hat Atelier, 3 first volumes, and also the 3 first volumes of Delicious in Dungeon. And I've been watching the animes too. I watched Delicious in Dungeon, and I ended up watching through the entire Gachiakuta anime too. It's pretty kick-ass. So I can highly recommend it. It's a kick-ass anime. And then the Witch Hat Atelier will also get an anime coming out next month, so I'm looking forward to that. That'll be great. So now I'm just waiting to get my next paycheck so I can buy some more. Because I found with Monster Hunter Stories 3. It's a bit like a Pokemon where you can catch monsters. Yeah, I'm familiar with the Monster Hunter Stories games. Never gotten into them. The first one was on a 3DS, I remember. I had a lot of hype around it. You're waiting for a season 2 of A Wild Last Boss appeared. Very unappreciated gem, in my opinion. Yeah, and you linked that in the Discord, didn't you? Yeah, it's not one of the anime I need to like catch up with. What one you recommended? Yeah, you recommended that in the channel. And the Cosmic Princess Kaguya. Yeah? And the next one on my watch list is the one with the guild receptionist. That's also like an adventurer. Yeah, because that one seems like a silly comedy, not too serious one. So I think I'll check that one out next. So yeah, a lot of anime-related stuff going on today, because the next game I'm planning on streaming, I wasn't planning on doing any streams today, because, or not stream, but streaming any game today, because I was just more interested in just seeing everything working. And everything seems to be working, except for the shout-out. People can't hear the shout-out. Or I got it to work for like a second, and then it stopped working again. I was like, what the hell? So I need to figure out what's going on there with that shout-out thing. Yeah, I mean, hey, we haven't been streaming for 3 months, and yeah, stuff breaks. But, you know, everything else seems to be working. It's pretty good. I'm happy about that. I do have an idea or plan for the game, next game I want to play, and that's the Trails in the Sky remake. Got that for my birthday. So I figure we can start the JRPG. You know, staying true to the anime theme we got going right now. You play the OG? Yeah, I was more into Ys, so never really got into the Trails or the Legend of Hero games. Because I have the OG and the second game on Good Old Games, but never really played through them. So I was like, you know what? Let's start with a remake and see if I can get into it. Like, yeah, people enjoy them, and I probably would too. But just I guess from the time when I played them, I just wasn't really in a JRPG mood. Didn't really grab me. So maybe now I can get into them. It was all over that Trails and Tales of game. Oh yeah, the Tales of games. Yeah, I haven't really played a proper Tales game in years. The last one I played was Berseria. I think that's the last one I have in my Steam library too. Which, ironically, it just recently got a remaster. And I'm like, does this game really need a remaster already? Hey, Hex, hello! Yes, look who it be! Look who, finally managed to drag his sorry ass back to streaming. Did I cut my hair? Oh no, not at all. It's still dangling here. I just have the end bit tied up so he doesn't go everywhere. Oh no, still long hair. Still gray hair. 10 years. Yeah, but it's like... Still though, it's like one of those anime games. What really needs to be remastered? Is it just like 4K textures now? It's not like the visual style felt that dated, but you know, it's out there. Yeah, that is the last Tales game I have on here. Which last played January 2017, over 9 years ago. Probably a cash grab. It got very mixed reviews. Figured, because you know the game itself is a pretty good and solid Tales game. But yeah, I loved the older Tales of games. The first one I played was Tales of Destiny on the PlayStation, and then I went back and I remember I played through Tales of Fantasia, which is the first one on the SNES. And then I played Tales of Eternia on the PSP, where I played the PS1 version, I believe, on emulator. And then I still have my copy of Tales of Symphonia, which I absolutely loved back in the day. Then it's like Tales of Vesperia. And which other ones do I have? I never played Tales of Symphonia 2. I do, and then was the Tales of... What was the name of the Tales game where you played the doctor kid who was like fist fighting, and then you can select either him or the blonde baddie with the sword? I don't remember the name of that one on the PS3. So I had that one too. And hey, Sel, yes, I'm actually trying to get back into streaming again. How you doing? How you doing? Atelier Games? I think I have one on the PS2. I definitely play the older games, but none of the PS3 releases. Because that PS3 and onwards, like when they really start to pump out those games. You're doing great. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. And you know, yeah, I'm doing pretty good too. That's why I finally decided to get back to streaming. Figured it was about time to do that now. Had a 3-month break. Which one is one I have? Yeah, Atelier Iris. It's but that's a PS2 title. That's 27 game. I don't know. Does that? Let's see. Does those older games still count as part of it? It should. I believe so. Yeah. So the one I had, Atelier Iris, Edition 2, it came out in 2004. And then it was like when they went over to the PS3 area, that's when you got the ones that started to become popular, I guess. The Atelier Verona, Atelier Totori, Atelier Meruru. Yeah, I remember these 3 games because my girlfriend at the time played them. And that was like the period, I think, where they tried to cater more towards, you know, a female audience. And now they're just kind of trying to steer back to general audience, because they've changed up a lot with the games recently, but I haven't kept up with that series. I do remember I enjoy Atelier Iris. And life's okay, Sal. It's like I'm still unemployed. Almost got a job earlier this month, but the choice was between me and another guy, and they decided to go with the other guy. I was like, oh, that sucks. So I'm still searching for a new job. I did ask my unemployment agent, if like, hey, can't you guys look if you can find me a job in, public sector? You know, I could work for the municipality. So if you know there's anything available for IT there, I'll take it. Because, once you get your foot in public sector, that's, yeah, you're set. Not the highest pay, but at least there's gonna be decent job security, and they have a great pension plan. So hopefully that's where I can end up. Other than that, just spending more time drawing, actually start to work out a little bit, mostly just for my shoulder and neck and my back. And besides that, not much else really. Nothing really exciting happens in my life. Other than my car almost breaking down, but then suddenly fixing itself overnight. Like the car wouldn't start, like the engine didn't really, like the battery was flat because of the cold. I got it emergency started. Yes, the car barely started up the engine, so I had to leave it on. But then, there was no response from the gas pedal. But the car wouldn't drive at all, no matter how hard or light I tapped on the gas pedal. There was like no response. I was like, oh, fuck. So I'll just hook everything out and figure, yeah, I need to take this into a shop to have him look at it. And it was like, so I called them to come pick up my car and to drive it off, tow truck coming down my street. Of course, the guy in the tow truck, I'm just gonna check the car real quick. Turns the key. The engine starts flawlessly. The gas pedal works flawlessly. It just drives. The car just fixed itself overnight. Like, well, that's peculiar. And he's like, yeah, I can't really see any issues, so there's no need for us to take it in. But the engine light was lighting up yellow. So it's like, yeah, you can still drive it, but you definitely should check that out. I'm like, okay, cool, fine. You know, so I start driving my car just to make sure everything is working. And it is, you know, and also just to charge out the battery, because the battery was dead the night before, but it somehow managed to charge up overnight in the cold. I had no idea what my car did, but it just decided to fix itself. So yeah, I drive around my car and the engine light is yellow. Alright, yeah, no big issue, because I couldn't hear anything or feel anything weird. And then, you know, I just decided, okay, yeah, guess I'll check that out soon, because I had to have my car in for a checkup. It has to get that EU approval checkup. So I just leave it overnight. I go out the next day to go for a little drive just to make sure my car is still working. And now the engine light didn't light up anymore. So I was like, oh, well, look at that. You fixed yourself again. So yeah, apparently if anything is wrong with my car, all I need to do is just leave it alone overnight and it just fixes itself. Hey Mim, hello, how you doing? It's been a while. How you been? Yeah, it's probably, you know, some of those, you know, old Norwegian Nisses that just decided to jump in under the hood and fix my car whenever I'm away from it. Yeah. So, no, I'm kind of half expecting to just go out there one day and the power steering is working again. Which would be very impressive considering that the shop removed the module from it. Because it was broken and it set off all the sensors in my car, so all the lights on the dashboard just lit up whenever I started my car. But, yeah. If I just walk out there and start my car one day and it got power steering again, I'll be mighty impressed. Like, goddamn, car, how do you do that? But yeah, so... yeah, I got gas lit by my car and it cost me 750 kronas. You start a new job in January, still enjoying it? Choo choo. Oh, train conductor? Oh. Yeah, I didn't get the power steering fixed because the cost of having that fixed was almost as much as I paid for the car. I was like, oh no, I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna pay that kind of money for this old heap of scrap metal. So it's kind I kind of want my car to keep on living, you know. So I said it earlier, you know, I don't want my car, Quicksilver, to end up like Quicksilver in Age of Ultron, okay? He needs to stay in the main timeline for a while longer, because I can't afford another car at the moment while I'm unemployed. But if I take him to the checkup and they find a whole bunch of issues and gonna cost me a whole lot to fix, then yeah, you know, just Age of Ultron him, just get him out of here. I don't care. You've been great. How's my pay? I'm glad to hear that. That's good. I've been okay. I had like a 3 months break from Twitch, pretty much. So I haven't been active at all. Just been kinda taking some time off myself. Started doing more art and drawing. Read, you know, some comics and mangas I've been putting off. Just, you know, just having a good time for myself. Even started working out a little bit. Mostly for my shoulders. And back. And neck. And yeah, congrats on the new job, Sal. You do need to fight a human once in a while, but that's fine. You know, they had a dude pretending to be a chicken. God damn, those Dutch, you know, train lines, they sound wild. Yeah. I even, you know, just for my shoulders though, because I was like, okay, yeah, that's starting to hurt a lot because I just sit in front of the computer all day because I don't have a social life. So I ended up buying some cheap $20 manuals that were on sale. So it's just like 3 kilos for both of them. That's like, yeah, 20 bucks total. So I'll just have him for like some light shoulder exercise and stuff while I just sit here and do mostly just shoulder exercises. So like these, and also like you know, just stretch out like this, just to have something. Might look into other workouts eventually. I saw that the same shop that sold those also had like 6 kilos and 10 kilo versions of those manuals. And I was like, okay, I'll just work my way upwards. And of course they had heavier ones too, but that price point was like over $100 for one. I was like, okay, yeah, no. I'm not investing that much money into manuals. So yeah, and it's been helping too. I've been doing it for about a month and a half now. So most of like the pain and aches I used to have in my shoulder and neck is mostly gone now. Just got a heavy club to increase my shoulder flexibility and stuff. While also I get to pretend to be fighting. Nice. The fun motivator. Yeah. It's been pretty good, and well, they are pretty light, you know. For since I haven't used my shoulders that much over the last 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know what? I never really used my shoulders much, so those were more than enough for me to start working out my shoulders. Like, wow, the first day, my shoulders were sore for like 3, 4 days. I could hardly lift my arms. But, then for like anything else, like bicep curls and whatnot, they are too light. So I was considering maybe getting the 6 kilo ones, just to start doing some, chest and arm exercises too. But yeah, for my shoulders, yeah, those 3 kilos, they were, they were enough. Outline. Yeah, that's why I thought these would be perfect, because those were the smallest weights they had. Well, they had ones that were 1.5 kilos, I believe. But, they were so tiny and dainty, I was like, you know what? We'll stop with 3 kilos, okay? Gotta have some sense of preserving my masculinity, I say, as I buy the bright baby blue manuals, as opposed to the baby pink manuals. The 6 kilos ones were black. And so were the other ones increased from that. It was just... the 1.5 kilo one was baby pink. The 3 kilo one was baby blue. The rest were black. Are they trying to tell me something? Working out, how's the work situation treating you? No, I was actually talking about it earlier. I had a job interview earlier this month, but the company was like, okay, it stands between you and this other guy. And we kind of like the other guy, so we're gonna pick him. So yeah, bye-bye. That's how that went. So I'm still looking for a job, but it's kind of like a weird period to be applying for jobs right now, because yes, it is, everything is expensive, so every company is cutting costs, and you know, 50 people will let go from my previous job, and another company fired about 50, 70 people, and several other companies have been doing the same. So you have about like 100, 200 engineers just out in the field applying for the same jobs I'm kind of applying for. So lots of fun. But hey, at least those that unemployment benefits is keeping me alive. I have less money than I had when I was working, so that kind of sucks. But I have enough to stay afloat. So at least you know I'm not gonna starve anytime soon. And your PC died when you were playing Crimson Desert. I've seen that game, and it's like I'm not even sure what that game is about. But all I see is all the crazy stuff people do in it. Oh, they can pet all the animals. Oh, they can carry all the animals. Oh yeah, this horse, it drifts. Yeah. Oh yeah, you can do these sick wrestling moves. Oh here, you can cook some soup. Here, you can make some fruit punch. And I'm like, what the hell is this game even about? Outside the IT field, I already spent so much time getting into the IT field, so it's kind of where I wanna stay. So now I asked the unemployment agent if they can just give me a job within the municipality, public sector, because once you get in there, you're set. Like, I have a buddy who works in the municipality, as IT administrator, in a different municipality, like 4 hours away from me, so, you know, he can't really recommend me a job or get me in. But he's like, yeah, I show up at the office 2 days a week, rest of the time, home office, and it's just maximum chill mode. So yeah, you know, public sector. Efficiency. Doing other jobs? Yeah, I've been thinking about that, but other jobs is like also pretty scuffed down here too. Because it's like either I can, yeah, work in a store or warehouse again, which, you know, is an option. I have applied for jobs like that too. But I rarely ever get them, because they usually give those jobs to students and whatnot, especially like if I want to work in a store. Unless it's a general like manager position, they tend to pick students for those positions, because my city also happens to be a university city. So there are a lot of students here. So they tend to get those jobs. And the reason for that is that they can pay them less. They don't want to employ somebody, they gotta pay the full pay, right? And since the Norwegian economy, especially our currency, is kind of tanked, every company here is just cutting. So like 90% of all the positions that are out right now are something that requires like some specific qualifications. Like some sort of engineering, like really specified engineering degree. So it's a pretty rough market right now. You know, a lot, and they have a strict hiring policy, but they're always hiring from all ages. Yeah, like a train conductor. Yeah, I have a friend who actually works at that. You have to have a 3-year degree in order to work with trains in Norway. Like, you actually have to go to school for 3 years to become a train conductor. Unless you have that qualifications, you are not allowed to drive a train. Even if all you do is just... You're on the train. Ah, I see. Yeah. Well, the problem is that the railway station here in my city is kind of dead. They're kind of given up on it, so every train here is always delayed. They always just replace it with a bus. Bigger? Yeah, we don't. We have one line that goes between my city, that goes in one direction to Oslo, and the other to another city called Stavanger. It's one line. And if something happens, Ah, yeah, that's a shame. Ah. Well, bus it is. And then it's like, well, should we like upgrade, you know, the tracks and, you know, maybe get a few more lines on there? What do you mean? We built this in 1950. It's still good. Also, we don't want to spend the money. So yeah, that's kind of the situation between Sörlandsbanan. And hello, Muchi, and Yoshi, and Reploid, hello, welcome in. Yes, I'm back after 3 months. I'm still alive, still kicking. But so it is as a Mim said, I have been applying and looking for different jobs, but it's either jobs that always goes to students, or jobs that require some insane qualifications. And I'm neither, so it's like, can I just have a normal job, please? No. The companies are not going for those anymore. Either they hire a specialist, or they hire students that they can kinda underpay. Or at least pay the minimum, the bare minimum. The problem with hiring me is that I have 7 years of experience working in a store environment, so that kinda means that, hey, I kinda need a higher salary, guys. Ooh, yeah. Still handsome? Oh, thank you, Reploid. 20 years of experience at 15. Yeah, basically, for some of those, And the worst part is, though, I can tell now that a lot of those jobs are, you know, written, or like the application, or the listing is written by AI. Because they are like, their requirements are insane. There was like this IT, you know, sys developer something position. I just looked at it. And for some reason, they also required, it was just listed, like list of requirements. And it was like architectural design. Like, not just like IT architecture, like setup of, no, actual architecture design. Some sort of mechanical engineering. And then at the bottom was also like some business marketing management stuff. I was like, what kind of IT guy has all these qualifications? One third of the qualifications still got an interview though? Nah, really made it too. Yeah, that's what I was just hoping for, you know, at least get an interview and then hopefully I just, you know, fake it till you make it. That's also pretty much how my dating life works. Fake it till you make it. For a train conductor, they don't even care about your resume. They test your themselves. Oh, yeah. If it were only that easy here, it would be pretty chill to drive trains, you know. Well, probably not here in my area, because that means you have to drive. It means showing up to work, realize, oh, well, look at that. The train ain't running today. Well, guess that's it. Time to go back home. And, you know, I wonder how long they can stay in business. Because it's not even state-owned. It's a private company that runs the trains down here. And, yeah, every time I see someone gonna take a train, it's like, oh, yeah, you're taking the bus? I'm like, no. Oh, yeah, yes, you are. Here we go. Bus for train. Logic puzzles everyone uses them? Wait, logic puzzles? What do you start talking about? I haven't done any logic puzzles. It's like, I'm already terrible at IQ and logical stuff, right? They think that I would need some special, you know, like, I don't know, special education cases if I come in there and take some sort of IQ test. Really? Yeah, and then I guess I would be one of those, you know, special needs hires. I got one of those. I got employed there. And then you know, I'd feel the pressure. Oh my god, they hired me as a special needs. Now I need to get into the role too. I'll just like sit there and stare blankly into space and be like, or something. You're just gonna make sure you had so many issues they can't fire you. That's the trick to get job security in 2026. What the hell is wrong with you? So much they can't fire me. Like, do you have any idea how large of a tax write-off I'm giving this company by simply being employed here? That's how you make yourself a keeper. You know, don't be a hard worker. Just be the, you know, most mentally, psychologically, and emotionally fucked up person in the office. Yeah, they're gonna keep you. Of course we're keeping him. We only paid half tax last year. Are you crazy? We can't ever get rid of him. Do you know how much the government is subsidizing us for having him? I mean, sure, he burned down the building, but again, we didn't need to pay for that. The inbox at HR is just constantly blinging in. He's pregnant because he shows some compassion. Oh god. Yeah, that'll be a whole different can of worms to open up. Well, you know, at least of all, I am at least financially not thriving, but stable. Like, yeah, I'm managing all my expenses. So, you know, things are okay. Still got roof over my head. And I will for the next 2 years. And, you know, in special cases, I can even have it extended for another year, so... yeah. Now that I think about it, I was on unemployment for 3 years when I like started streaming and before I got the job I had. But that was largely due to Rona though. 2 years unemployed and I got an extra year, which is considered like the Rona year. And now I got 2 new years. Hasn't found a place that deserves you yet? God, I wonder what they've done to deserve that kind of punishment. Oh. I'll just walk in, you know, first day and you just hear the boss like, God damn it, what did I do to deserve this? Alright, I see the ads are gonna start though, so let's have a little ad break. And then, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna go tonight, because as I said, I just kind of want to test things out before getting back, really back into streaming. So maybe tomorrow I'll do a proper stream. We'll start playing some games. Because I'm really curious how I'll like the Trails in the Sky remake. I was never able to get into the OG games, so hopefully, maybe the remake will grab me, because I am in the mood for JRPG. And then I also gotta start on East 8, you know, to continue my East playthroughs. So I realized I started my first East game, the one on stream, on the TurboGrafx back in January 2023. So it's been 3 years it takes me to play through these games, so I gotta up the tempo. Anyway, ad break, so be right back. I gotta piss. Alright, let's see. Okay, 20 seconds left for the ads. Oh, hey, you can still see me. Hello, thank you, thank you. Yeah. No one? I'm thinking, you know. Yes, I did wash my hands. If I should, like, add, like, a little, like, I don't know, channel point redeem, where I do some light workout, you know, squats, whatnot. You just sit here and do like this on stream, whatnot. every time I die, you do 10 push-ups. I think I could easily do like 20, 25 push-ups. That wouldn't be too hard. There we go. So I usually do like these in like sets of 25. Every time you use a save state, 10 sit-ups. Yeah, that could be something. That's like the other one I usually do, which is just like a little bit of room. I'll sit here like this. The only issue I have with this workout is that whenever I lift on my right shoulder, every time I lift it up like this, I hear like this popping noise inside of it. And like, it doesn't hurt, but it's like this constant popping noise. I'm like, is that a good or bad thing? I don't know. And he never saved again. Or maybe some one of the bosses where I had like constantly make save states and load state. The problem with other push-ups is the hidden wrist pain that comes from doing too many. Yeah, I haven't done, you know, workouts so extensively that I countered that. But I had the one where I get pain here instead, in my elbow area. But only on my right arm, not my left arm. Even though I'm doing the same exercise on both. Yeah, I was figuring I was gonna use those manuals for like maybe a few more weeks, and then I'll upgrade to the 6 kilo ones. Because I've been using those for like a month and a half now, and yeah, they really hurt. It made me really sore when I first started with them, but now I can easily do 4 sets of 25 on the up and side one. So I figured that if that's easy now, then yeah, I can increase the weight a little bit and try that. Like, I don't think I'm gonna end up being all bulky and muscly, but maybe if I keep at it, I'll get some definition. You could probably do wrist curls with those 2 or 3 kilos. Yeah, maybe. Actually, I have never done wrist curls before. Because I've done really little workout. But yeah, that should work out. Yeah, not yeah, they're not too bad for that. But yeah, they are getting a little bit light, but they were a nice start out option. Like a 5-minute walk. Yeah, so I used to have like a gym membership. That was back when I was with my then fiance. Because we used to go to the gym like 3 times a week. But the thing is, I never enjoyed going to the gym, and I realized when I was just doing workouts here at home alone, I enjoy it a lot more. I don't need to go out and meet people, or have other people around. my antisocial ass is actually enjoying it if I can just do it alone at home. So like, yeah, if I had a room for it, I could be one of those people that have a home gym and be like, yep, I'll just work out at home with no one else around me. Hell yeah. Because I remember I actually did keep that gym membership after, you know, we ended it and she moved out. And I was just like one of those, you know, people that kept on paying the monthly subscription fee without ever going to the gym. And I did that for like 2 years because I didn't realize I was still paying for it. And then when I was like, yeah, I wanna, you know, cancel my subscription. And then there was like, oh yeah, but there's like a cancellation fee. And I'm like, motherfuckers, you've been receiving my money and I haven't even shown up here for 2 years. What do you mean there's a cancellation fee? It's apparently because I had like this cheaper price that you get if you sign like a 12 month, you know, deal. And I didn't know that that was auto renewing every year. So no, you had to pay to cancel it. Yeah, sneaky. Even though I do have like a gym right also like 5 minutes away from me. But hey, at least it saves time working out at home. Sure, I don't have any fancy equipment, but I can still do, you know, practical and functional exercises. And hey, I don't need to get dressed, you know, pack down my bag, then get over there, then, you know, change clothes and spend half an hour just doing that before working out. Then it's like, okay, gotta get dressed after, gotta get back home, you know, suddenly another half hour has passed. Here, you know, I'm walking around in my undies all day anyway, so I'm always ready for a workout. For a full workout, yeah, exactly, and I got a nice empty open floor space right there. And that's what I started out with, so you know, I have been doing like push-ups and sit-ups as well. And also it's just this one where you just lie down and kind of arch your back up just to train my lower back, because I had pain there too, and that's also helped a lot. So all I need to invest in now is just a yoga mat, because right now I've just been putting down this blanket I have on the floor just to dampen a little bit. At least I know I have carpets on the floor, so it's not super hard. But yeah. Reverse planks. Yeah, you hate those? They're great. Yeah, they've really been helping for my lower back pain, so I'm just happy that, you know, in less than a month I managed to rid myself of mostly all the pains I had in my neck and back with minimal effort, so I'm not complaining. And it's also kind of taken over for the daytime nap I used to take, because I usually get like really like tired or drowsy during like midday, where I'll take a nap, and then but now if I just do like a short hour of exercising, then suddenly I'm wide awake and full of energy again. So it's just like, okay, yeah, instead of falling asleep for a, you know, nice 4-hour, 20-minute nap, I now just exercise 1 hour, and I suddenly actually have hours left of the day to do stuff. Great. And yeah, and I've only been doing like basic workouts, like making you feel more happy. You love hearing these healthy life changes? Hey, yeah, that's fine. You know, since I have so much time at home now, you know, gotta try and spend the time doing something, so yeah. most of my time now there goes to drawing. I still study Japanese, a little bit slower than I used to. Now I mostly just try to read some short stories I have, and just my daily Duolingo. The Duolingo isn't so much for learning, it's just more like, hey, I actually know all this, so I can just like quickly get through the activity. Which is kind of fun, because like, hey, I actually understand what you're trying to say here. And then, yeah, with the workout. But yeah. This is mostly what I've been following. These basic workouts here, and of course, as I said, the reverse plank, some sit-ups and stuff like that on the floor. I haven't done all of them, but I do like the squat one. And which else? Oh shit, I closed the link, hold on. There we go. And they've been, you know, working pretty well. The one for where you like lean forward to like push or like lift up the dumbbells like this to train like your back muscle, I guess. It's kind of weird, but hey, it's worked. John, but warmer. It's funny because I'm working out while watching this. Are you John, but cooler? New user? I still remember you! Holy shit! How are you doing? It's been ages! Just your phone account. Ah, I see. Well, I like the decision. We have John but cooler and John but warmer. How you been? It's been ages. I'm just gonna say it to everyone in chat here. John here is an OG follower, viewer. He came into my stream when I was first doing my experimental streams back in 2019. Before I even started streaming regularly. So... always nice seeing you come back in, John. Now I've been... yeah, you know, I've been doing good. Or like, I'm doing better now than I had. Because last year was a bit of a stressful year. A lot of shit happened. Like consecutively throughout the year. So I just needed like a mental break from Twitch. And yeah, just taking up some healthier activities. Like working out, and yeah, focusing more on drawing, trying to learn Japanese. So yeah, things have been, you know, things are getting better. So now I finally felt compelled to stream again. So today has just been like a yapping stream. I haven't played anything. I've just been mostly just making sure that everything still works. Which it does. The only issue I've encountered, or it was two issues. One was my microphone, but that's just a cable that needed to be reattached, and that sorted that out. But I have an issue with my shoutout thingy where people got sound for a moment, but then I made a little change in the setting and suddenly sound disappeared again. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I need to look into that. So hopefully I'll have that fixed by tomorrow. Yeah, I did post in the Discord. Yeah, it was a really stressful year. A lot of shit happened, you know. 2 family members passing shortly after one another, losing my job. Yeah, it took its toll on the psyche, to say it like that. To put it mildly, so it was nice just to have a period of time to just, you know, focus on myself a little bit. But I'm doing much better now. So hopefully I'll get myself a job again soon. Cause Because that was like the weird thing. When I first lost my job, I was like, okay, it's back to how it used to be when I first started streaming, because I was unemployed, but that was during the COVID period, so, you know, everyone was kind of stuck at home. And I wasn't used to that, but I was so used to like the new routine I had when I had a job, that going back to not having a job, it was a much larger readjustment period than I thought it would be. Yeah, yeah, I get that. Yeah. So, but now I'm feeling better about it, and I found some activities to help fill the time when I'm not working. So, yeah, things are looking better. So hopefully, now we can get back to some regular streams again. I do plan to stream tomorrow, and hopefully Thursday and Friday too. Not really sure which day I want to stream on or how my schedule is going to be. So I don't know if I'll be doing like 4 streams a week or something like that. You know, I can see myself like streaming Monday, Tuesday, take Wednesday off, Thursday, Friday, take the weekends off. I haven't fully decided yet. I need to, I guess I just need to feel it out, you know, what I'm in the mood for moving forward. But I'm definitely gonna get back to doing more streams, because I miss doing this. And it's nice coming back here and chatting with you guys again and seeing you guys. So yeah, it's been great so far. And of course, I'll start hanging out in streams again, because I haven't been in people's streams for quite a while. I know I haven't been in Mim's stream for a while, or anyone else's for that matter. Mostly it's just like Kylie's stream, but even then it's like mostly semi-AFK, where I just kind of have the stream up and just chat every now and then, and other than that I'm just mostly doing my own thing. So I have to get back to Twitch and be more active on here again, because it's been a long time, but it was a much needed break. Let me just see. But yeah, figuring out that I know that everything is working pretty good. I might end it here tonight, you know. But it's been a nice, chill, just chatting, hanging out stream. Getting back into it, seeing that everything is still up and running. So I think we can try and find someone to raid out, because I haven't raided in ages. Let me just see who is live at the moment. Carly and Jack's split fiction playthrough was crazy. Yeah. They they had great chemistry when they were playing that game. It was so much chaos. It was a great stream. Alright, I think I found someone to raid. They're playing a Metroid Zero mission. And I believe, yeah, this is the person I found through Mim. Stamp. And they seem super chill. But yeah, Kylie's and Jack's split fiction stream was amazing. And the fact that they grinded out that final level. Like, how many hours? I think they spent like 3-4 streams, each of which was like 6 hours long. grinding that one level. Alright, hopefully it won't be years before you're back here. Hey, it's great seeing you again, John, and you know, yeah, just come on by whenever you have the time and time to do so. You know, it's always a pleasure seeing you, and you know, don't feel any pressure. I know people are busy with their lives, so I don't expect people to come in here, you know, all the time. But it's always nice seeing them drop by every now and then. Like, yeah, like 20 hours for a 5-minute level. But holy shit, that grind was real. Alright, let's see if I remember how to do the raid. Yeah. Preparing it right now. There we go. Alright, you guys, you know, do use whatever raid message you guys want. You know, I don't have one prepared right now. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow and I'll start playing the Trails in the Sky remake. Because I got that for my birthday, so been waiting to play it, but I want to save it for stream. And yeah, hopefully I can get into the Legend of Hero games, because always been interested in the games, but I never really got around to actually playing through them, so maybe we'll start with that. And then we'll continue with the East playthroughs, because yeah, I gotta play through East 8, 9, 10, and then we'll go back and we start playing the remakes of, you know, 1, 2, all the games. Play the Memory Cell Zeta and Origins, and also East Nordic came out, and yeah, but I want to play the original Nordic first, just so I can compare the two games. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out tonight. It's been a real pleasure seeing you all again. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, afternoon, whatever it is. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. So yeah, take care everyone. Good night. Bye-bye.